here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the sun woman.
Friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me this month for your new moon Suncast for the month of August. We have a new moon taking place on August 2nd in the sign of Leo. And, you know, we're all really in need of an energy boost, I think, during this period where we've been doing so much releasing work. Well, we're going to get that with this new moon in Leo, which is a very heart-centered, very fiery and courageous sign. We can definitely center ourselves and move forward on the things we've been working on with a sense of courage and grace and ease. This is a great time to have fun, to be creative. You're going to find that those creative juices are flowing this month. Great time to, you know, even if you're not an artist, you know, we all have potential to create. And so let's go out there and, you know, make something new, manifest something new in our lives. This is a great time to entertain, great time to socialize. Also, Leo is a very child-oriented sign, so this is the perfect time to spend some extra time with your children, get out and have fun with them. And, you know, definitely by putting some conscious effort into your life this month, I feel you're going to definitely move yourself forward, revitalize yourself, revitalize your life. New moon is always a time of new beginning, so plant some seeds and watch those seeds grow over the next new moon cycle. Now, we do have a August 18th eclipse, which I will be doing readings specifically for that around mid-month. That's going to be taking place in the sign of Aquarius and Leo, of course. So something is going to be coming to a close in our lives. Wherever that full moon eclipse falls, we know that an eclipse is 3 to 4 times the power of a regular full moon. So it makes things happen in a matter of weeks or months that might normally happen in years. So something will be culminating, coming to a close, and moving us forward on our path in life. And then the other thing that's happening this month is Mercury's going retrograde in the sign of Virgo on August 30th. So let's try and get all our ducks in a row. Everything that you need to get done and started, get that done before August 27th, so that when Mercury slows down, we can kind of sit back and review and take a look at the things that we've put into place in our life and see how we want to make those things grow over the months to come. So thank you again for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. If you'd like a private reading, please contact me at my website. Thank you so much to all the people that I've met over the last few months. I appreciate you and adore you, and I hope I've been a blessing to you. You've been a blessing to me. Let's go ahead and go on with the individual readings for the new moon cycle in Leo, and I bid you namaste. Hello, Aquarius. This new moon in Leo is going to be highlighting your 7th house, which is your house of partnerships, long-term relationships, business partnerships, any situation where you are in an equal partnership, or you know, it can be business, it can be romantic, it can be a marriage, it can be a long-term partnership. Where there is an equal commitment or a commitment between two partners towards the relationship. This is going to fall in the 7th house. Often the 7th house can also indicate people who work for us on our behalf. So publicists, managers, you know, can fall into the 7th house area. But most of the time when we're talking about the 7th house, we are talking about long-term relationships. And with the moon in your opposite sign of Leo, you're kind of going to have to maybe step back as far as your desires, your wants and needs, and consider those of a partner this month. They may need to take precedence when the moon is in the opposite sign of ours, and the sun is also in that sign as well for that new moon. So the energy is in your opposite house. So you are kind of in the background here. You may need to, as I said, be extra considerate of a partner, or a partner may need to make a final decision, or may need to be the decisive one this month, and you may need to play a supportive role, okay? But with the new moon in your 7th house, there is definitely focus on partnerships. Some of you may be moving a partnership to the next level. You may be committing to a partner with the full moon eclipse in Leo as well. That's going to be taking place on the 18th. Something is going to change. Either that partnership is going to move to the next level of commitment, or you may decide to let something go. You may decide to separate. It may, you know, as I said, your partner's concerns, their life, their needs this month may need to be the main focus, and as I said, you may need to play a supportive role. So let's go ahead and see what the message is here for you, Leo. I'm sorry, Aquarius, for this new moon in Leo, in your opposite sign of Leo. What is the message for Aquarius this month? What is the message for Aquarius this month of August? New moon cycle in Leo. What is the message for Aquarius for this new moon cycle in Leo? What is the message for Aquarius? Okay. All right, so we have the World card, we have the Hermit, and we have the 9 of Swords. All right, and let's take a look at what your underlying card here is, underlying message. And I don't want you to be concerned about the 9 of Swords here. You know, it's not a favorite card in the deck, but what it usually means here is worries. But, you know, we look at the other cards to see if those worries are founded on, you know, anything in real life, or if they are just your own fears. So let's take a look at the card that is your focus here, or is the advice card here for you, Aquarius. Okay, we have pushing upward. I like that card with the 2 little mushroom there. Okay. All right, so I feel like, you know, this month with so much concern about relationships, what I want to say to you is this. Regardless of what your concerns are or may be about a partnership, Aquarius, what your fears may be, what may be keeping you up at night, what may cause you anxiety, you know, the pushing upward card here indicates that you actually are making steady progress. Okay, it may not feel like it. You may be feeling like, you know, your needs or your desires are not being taken consideration of, but you have put in work into a partnership, and you have put in energy, you've put in commitment, and slowly but surely, you know, like these mushrooms that are pushing up from the ground here, you are moving up in the world where a relationship is concerned. Some of the key words here are steady progress, gaining confidence, accepting challenges, a promotion, and receiving recognition. So know that the energy, the time, the commitment, the love, the blood, sweat, and tears that you may be putting into a partnership situation is actually moving forward. It is making progress. It may be doing so in small increments. in ways that you are not able to see right now, but behind the scenes, and you know, in the grand scheme of things, I feel that you are gaining strength in a partnership, in a relationship. You are gaining respect. You will be receiving recognition from someone for the commitment and the energy that you've put into a partnership, and there will be a promotion of some sort. So, you know, only you know what that may mean, but it may indicate that a partner is going to make it clear as to their feelings, as to their intentions for you, for the future. You know, where you may be having concerns or anxiety, or you are nervous or unsure about a partnership situation, feel and understand that you are going to encounter information or communication from a partner that is going to allow you to gain more confidence in the relationship and in your future path together. Okay? Steady progress and receiving recognition are very strong messages here. Now, you know, the world is here as the first card, and the world very much mirrors the message from this pushing upward card, because the world says that you have come to the highest level that you can achieve at this moment. Now, the world as a major arcana is a very important card, because sometimes the world can represent the end of something, the end of a cycle, the conclusion of a cycle. For some of you, you may be concluding one phase of a relationship and moving on to a new phase. Now, for many of you, perhaps the world may seem as though you are experiencing an ending. And with the Hermit here and the Nine of Swords, you know, it may feel on some level that you are being cut off from a loved one's. Perhaps a loved one is traveling, and you know, this is kind of a make it or break it situation for the relationship. Will you be able to continue forward? Perhaps a loved one has to move away, or a partner's moving away for a specific reason. Can a long distance relationship survive? You know, so whatever this energy is, it may on some level feel like a conclusion or an ending. And with the Hermit here and the Nine of Swords, you know, that's your energy kind of to yourself, closing yourself off, maybe getting in your own head too much. Now, that's the warning here, because the warning is that you may perceive something as an ending, or you may perceive a necessary detachment from a partner as something that might break the relationship or end the relationship, when in fact this may be one of those moments, as I said, that is a make it or break it moment for you and your partner, that will, depending on how you handle this situation, will determine where the relationship goes next. And with the pushing upward here, you know, there's a need to elevate yourself. There's a need to elevate your thoughts, elevate your emotions. There is a need to have faith in and confidence that you are making progress on some level in this partnership, and that there will be you know, some kind of recognition that will give you more of a sense of comfort and ease in this situation. This card talks about accepting challenges. So, you know, it's maybe a situation where you need to fight for this relationship. You may be faced with, as I said, circumstances that are trying to pull you apart, or circumstances that are requiring that you be apart, or that there be a separation, or for some reason you're not able to spend the time with your partner that you're hoping for right now. But this card is talking about accepting that challenge as something that happens in relationships sometimes, where we are given a situation to test our commitment to that person, to that relationship, and in passing that challenge, in passing that test, the relationship, the bond can be strengthened and grow and move to another level of commitment. So consider that this month, Aquarius, and what may seem like a difficult or stressful situation may end up being the next step in your life together, or in your journey together with a significant other in your life. All right, so I hope this reading resonated for you. Thank you so much for spending time with me, Aquarius. I appreciate your liking and sharing the videos and subscribing to my channel. I'll see you mid-month for the full moon in Aquarius eclipse that's going to be taking place. That should be very interesting. I have a lot of information for you for this full moon, and I will see you then. I bid you namaste, and I thank you.